Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Millie, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Today I have my new Sentro knitting machine that came in a few days ago, and now I have a chance to open it and test it and make sure that it works. And this is not the first time I have had a Sentro knitting machine, and that's what it looks like. I had one previously that I gifted to a friend of mine, and I like this machine a lot, so I decided to get myself a new one. But I've been too busy and I haven't had a chance to open it and make sure that it actually works, which I'm not worried about that. So I'm just gonna put it together real quick and then make something real quick with it. And the thing with some of these stuff, when you buy them from Amazon, you want to make sure that you get something that is brand new. And I think this is brand new, so I'm happy about that. I don't know what that is. And so that's what it comes looking like. And then there are some yarn which I'm going to test them. And then I'm gonna put it together and see and give it a test just to make sure that it works. So this is the tensioner, and I've got a screwdriver and some needles and crochet hook. So I'm gonna put those aside, and then I'm gonna try to figure out where everything goes. So it says I'm just trying to make sure that I know what direction they face. Okay, so that's for the tensioner, and the legs, I think they go in here. And I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll show it to you once I'm done putting everything together. I'll keep working on this, and I'll put everything together, and then I'll give it a quick test run and see if I can make something out of it. It's all put together. I had to put most of it together off camera. And there's my new Sentro knitting machine. And this is the 48, I think it should be the 48. Yeah, it's the 48 needle, and I'm doing this in my kitchen because that's where the counters are better down here instead of my craft room. And I'm going to do a test run, and I'll make a hat, and I need to put the tensioner. And it's giving me a hard time. I don't know why, but I'll get it there. Oh, maybe because I was doing it upside down. Okay. And then I need a permanent marker because I always mark where the beginning of the round is, and that is from experience. So it helps me with my counting. When I'm counting rows, I know when I'm getting close to the beginning of the round. And so that was a small trick I learned when I got my first Sentro knitting machine. And so when I see that coming, then I know that I'm almost at the beginning of the round. Okay. And I'm going to use this yarn, and this is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and this is a 4-weight, and I've discovered that for me a 4-weight works best on this Sentro knitting machine, and so that is what I'm going to do. And I had bought this a while back to make a hat, and I never got a chance because my machine didn't arrive on time. And so today, I'm going to do that today. And so I'm going to cast on. And I have cast on, and I'm going to use the last hole in the tensioner. And I'm making an adult hat, so I'm going to make 120 rows. I just love the sound of the needle as it picks up the yarn. Oh, I see what that is. Okay, well, and I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I will show you what it looks like once I am done. I think this is not the best yarn to work with on this machine, and I think it's because of what it looks like or the way it's plied. It's not very smooth, and some of it keeps catching on some of the needles. So that is something I learned. Probably won't use it again next time. Yeah, it's definitely splitty. So it's one of those I have to keep my eye on, and it's not giving me such a smooth fabric all the way, but I can make it work. Yeah, definitely splitty. You know what? I don't think I want to do this hat with this yarn. I don't like it. So I'm gonna change and use something different. This is coming off and I'll use it. It works well when I'm doing other projects. I don't know. I think the way it's plied just doesn't agree with this. And I'm glad I found that out because the yarn looks really, really pretty. But the way it's plied, it's like two strands that are distinct. The ply is very distinctive, like you can tell. And I think that's why the machine keeps catching on it. So and that's okay. Some yarns do really well and some don't. And even though this is a beautiful yarn, I don't think it's ideal for the knitting machine. So, but it's pretty. It's just not working really well on the Sentro knitting machine. So it's not smooth enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find another yarn from my stash and I'm gonna substitute that And this is gonna go to my, I'm knitting a black hat, and I think this is, I'm gonna knit with it because I think knitting would be perfect. It just doesn't work really that well on the knitting machine. So I have these yarns that came with the knitting machine. So, and I have others like this from my other Sentro knitting machine that I never used, but I can't locate them right now. So I'm gonna use these samples. And then if it's not enough, I have some of this pink, and I have some of these gold. Well, it's not the same shade, but I think it's going to work. So let's see. I think I want to start with this one, with the gray. And I'm gonna try to get the yarn from inside. And I'm gonna drop it down there because then it's easier to grab. And I don't even know why I didn't think of doing that, so that's what I'm gonna do. And it will be just a multicolored hat. Just gonna cast on. Then I'm gonna see, this is really smooth, so I don't anticipate any issues. And I'll keep working on these, and then I'll show you what the final product looks like. And right now I'm on row 12, but I need to go all the way to row 120. So that's gonna take me a few minutes, and I'll show you what, I'll come back and show you how to get the hat off of the knitting machine and how to finish it. And this is the last row. And I'm all done. It's definitely not my best work, but it will do. And so now I'll just put it all together. Now just look to make sure that I didn't miss any stitches. can trim the threads, these yarns on the inside, or you can leave them. It doesn't matter too much because it's gonna be folded over. This yarn here, the sparkly one, wasn't that good, but no matter. I think it's the metallic thread that runs through it. That could be the reason. I need to tie them together first. And there you have it. You have a hat, and even though it's not the best work that I have done, at least I know that the knitting machine works. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching.